Good evening and welcome to tonight's coverage of the Full Throttle Sim Racing Mach-1 Performance Cup Series presented by Full Throttle Television. Looking forward to a great race tonight. My name's Brody Hanna. I'll be bringing the action to you tonight on solo, actually. Unfortunately, my good friend and co-broadcaster, Tony Solari, was unable to make it tonight. Feeling a little bit under the weather, so I want to send a shout out to him as well. Also, shout out to his parents who always check out the broadcast, his mom and dad. Thank you guys for watching. Thank everybody for watching. Look forward to a great race tonight here at Auto Club Speedway for the Cup Series. One of my favorite tracks, too. This is just a fun track and a rough track. It can be very challenging, especially in this car. But looking forward to a lot of fun tonight. The guys are currently in qualifying, setting the grid for tonight's race. 20 drivers out there on track trying to make the best time possible. And I'll bring you the starting lineup when we finish up here. Let's look at our track info here. Race information tonight. Auto Club Speedway is a 2-mile D-shaped oval. Looks very similar to Michigan, although there are a lot of differences between this and Michigan. This track is a lot flatter than the Michigan Speedway. And the straightaways, the corners are a little tighter. And straightaways are about the same, if not a little bit longer. So, looking forward to a change maybe tonight as well, going from daylight to possibly darkness, at least starting into twilight here. And looking forward to seeing what these guys can do in qualifying and in the race. Should be a lot of fun. This car, this next-gen Cup car is a lot about drafting, a lot about keeping the car stable through the corners and getting that run down the straightaway. So we'll see a lot of things tonight. Remember, we have one stage tonight. It is a 125 lap event. The stage break will come at lap 30 tonight. So we'll be racing lap 30 and then from there on. And we'll see what these guys, what kind of show they can put on for us tonight. Good to be back. Just a recap from last week. Unfortunately, we were unable to get the race broadcast last week. Actually, I was on vacation. We had other plans. It fell through. But Nathan Biggert found his way back to the top last week at the Brickyard and took home his 4th win of the season. Behind him is Nicholas Moreau with 3 wins. You got 1 win by Danny LaFleur. And that's kind of where the wins stand right here. Let's see if we can check the points. Nathan Biggert does hold the points lead, 35 over Nicholas Moreau. Over the past weeks, Nick has kind of cut that down. But with Nate's win last week, he kind of reasserts himself as the dominant force in the points. 69 back is Richie Coy. Nice. Danny LaFleur, 70 points back. And Jamie Knopf rounding out the top 5 in points. Let's see what these guys are right here. Everybody out making their final laps. About a minute, 20 seconds left to go. So that's kind of where we stand here. Again, Auto Club Speedway, one of my favorite race tracks, unfortunately defunct at this point in real life. Luckily, we do have an iRacing. A lot of fun. Sweeping corners. There's a lot of differences and a lot of similarities between 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 and 2, you kind of either want to be on the top or the bottom. And in 3 and 4, most of the guys only want to be on the bottom and they kind of wash up off the corner. So really unique track, interesting track. And you may see some wall riding tonight as well. Some guys right up against the wall through the corners. We'll see if that plays out. This is one of those tracks where there's a little more grip up top. So there's a possibility we could see that. We also had a truck race on Wednesday night. You got to see it on LSR TV. You saw Jamie Knopf take home the victory in the truck series. First truck victory of the ever for him, actually, honestly. In dominant form. Again, Nathan Biggert winning last week at Indianapolis was pretty impressive as well in dominant form. So we'll see if he can continue the momentum. You still got Richie go out there in third, who's yet to pick up a victory in the Cup Series this season, looking for his first. And several guys hungry out there as well for their first win. So it looks like they are gridding up. I'll give them just a second to get started, and we'll jump down to our starting lineup in just a second. While we wait, I do want to give a shout out once again to Victory Fuel, electrolyte flavored water. DrinkVictory.com is where you want to go. Use code FTSR for 10% off your first order. This stuff's great. As I always say, I'm not going to beat the dead horse, but I'm telling you, you got to try it. Check it out. See if you like it. I love it. So I'm sure you guys will get a kick out of that. They've got 3 flavors now. They got the Throttle Punch, which is fruit punch. They got Lucky Lemon, and now they have Purple Potion, which is a great flavored drink. So looking forward to trying that. Haven't tried it yet, but I'm looking forward to trying it. Let's see if we can start our starting lineup. On the pole tonight in the 35, machine's going to be Ben Tracy leading them to the field. To the outside of him, the 01, last week's winner, Nathan Biggert. Starting in the second row, in position number 3 is going to be the 19 of Richie Coy. To the outside of him is going to be the 77 of Nicholas Moreau. Starting 5th, a good qualifying effort for the 8 of Lane Allen. And to the outside of him, starting on 6th, is the 20 of TJ Bartel. Starting 7th is the 99, Danny LaFleur. Got 1 win on the season, and to the outside of him is the 57 of Joshua Johnson. Colton Gum will start in the 9th position in the number 10 car, and starting 10th is going to be the 1 of Sherwood Williford. Starting 11th is going to be the 42 of Kyle Milliken, and to the outside of him, the 31 of Jeff Chandler will start in 12th. Starting 13th, the 7 of Wayne Grassi, and Ryan Hedrick starting in 14th. Starting 15th is going to be Jamie Knopf, and to the outside of him is going to be Dave Nestor in 16th. Starting 17th is going to be James Wallace and Daniel Simmons. Poor qualifying effort for him coming from the back in the 06. Starting 19th, Alan Crowell in the 54, and starting shotgun on the field from the last position is going to be the 37 of Brian Dublé. Pretty good qualifying spot for the 35 of Tracy. Outqualified his teammates. Both his teammates starting in the rear. The 48 of Jamie Knopf, the 06 of Daniel Simmons starting 16th and 17th. While Ben Tracy is going to see nothing out front when we come to the green flag here through 3 and 4. With Nathan Biggert on his outside, Richie Coy, Nicholas Moreau in row 2. Those guys are going to see the front of the field early on here. Can they stay there? That's what we're going to find out. Lane Allen with a good qualifying position there in the 8 car. Try to hang up there as well. Get these stage points because we race into lap 30. 125 laps here at Auto Club Speedway. The FTSR Mach-1 Performance Cup Series is green here at Auto Club. Down into turn 1, still side by side. The 35 and the 01. 35 pulls out a little bit right around the bottom through 1 and 2. She's got his head down the backstretch for the first time. That top line starting to pull with that draft. You're going to have the top 3 clear here. Richie Coy is going to fall into 4th. Side by side up front, it's nothing but Ben Tracy out front by about 2 car lengths over the Nathan Biggert machine, the 01, and the 77 of Nicholas Moreau. Very wide track here at Auto Club Speedway, and they're using all of it as they go down into turn 1. You see the snake already starting, trying to break the draft. Ben Tracy up the track a little bit. He's going to have to check up, and that's going to give a run to the 01 of Biggert. Will he take it here? Looking a little bit. Stays in line. Well, he touched the line. The 35 on the line through 3 and 4. Going to come around and lead them back to lap 2. And again, you start seeing the what they call the dragon's tail. Kind of that move to kind of break the draft a little bit. Actually, I think that was just to get to the bottom of the tri-oval there. Oh, we got a wreck in the backstretch. It was like the one of Sherwood Williford goes around, collects the 7 of Wayne Grassi. We'll go back and see what happened to start that, but Wayne Grassi, some major damage as well. Mid-pack there, off turn 2. Not the start that those guys were looking for. We'll have to go back and see what actually started that, but the Wayne Grassi, you see a lot of damage on the front of his car, as well as the one of Sherwood Williford as they come back to the line. And we have caution number 1 here at Auto Club. See if we go back and see what happened here. Coming off the corner, you see the one up the track, contacts from, I believe, the 10 there, and sends the one around. It was not the 10. I got the wrong car. See if we can go back and look again. Oh, it was... Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me, guys. For the 3rd week in a row, it was Jeff Chandler making contact with the one of Sherwood Williford and turning him around in front of Wayne Grassi. Here we go through, and he just drifts up and just barely gets into the one, turns him right in front of Wayne Grassi. Are you kidding me? These guys cannot get away from each other. This is the 3rd week in a row that those guys have made contact here in the Cup Series. And I'm sure Sherwood Williford is livid. Understandably so. Man. We are under the first caution of the night. Comes out on lap 4. We again race into lap 30 for the stage break. 125 laps in total here at Auto Club Speedway. Racing into the night. And Sherwood Williford and Wayne Grassi are racing into a much shorter night. Unfortunately, after that wreck, both of them losing their front clip. And I'll have to rebound from that as well. Let's go back and ride on board with Wayne Grassi. Coming off the corner, just riding 3 wide. He sees him turn sideways, tries to move down, just could not do anything to avoid the one, the spinning number 1 of Sherwood Williford. I cannot express to you guys, I cannot believe that once again these two guys have found each other on the track again. And again, this is not a swipe at anybody, but it's amazing how in racing, when you have an issue with a driver, you just cannot seem to stay away from that driver for whatever reason. It's almost racing karma is what it is. And well, it's going to be tough to swallow for the 1, for the 7. And just knowing Jeff, I know he's going to have to find a way to explain that one. I laugh because it's laughable, the fact that those guys have found each other again. I know Jeff's not doing anything intentional or on purpose or anything. He's not like that. But man, the racing luck is just not with him, or honestly Sherwood, or even Wayne Grossi in that moment. Just, it's amazing. I want to give a shout out to those watching. I see Doyle in the comments. Doyle, good to have you on board as well. Thank you for checking us out, watching. Getting ready to go green here at Auto Club. 35 is going to try to hold the lead here. Green flag's out. We're back underway here at Auto Club Speedway. And again, racing the lap 30 for the stage. And the 35 gets a pretty good jump. But here comes the one on the outside. We're rolling through those gears pretty nice. They'll enter the corner side by side into turn one. A little bit of a wiggle out of the 35. Now the 01's going to be side by side with him down the backstretch, using that draft, trying to pull up. And you see 3 wide with the 57, Joshua Johnson looking to the inside. And he backs out, thinks better of it. But behind him, the 20, TJ Bartell, the 42 of Kyle Milliken, and the 48 of Knopf already moving up there towards the, actually in the top 10. Jamie Knopf, that yellow car, to the outside now of the 57. Making a run towards the front. It's getting a little congested right here, though. Got the 19, the 8, the 99 in a new paint scheme. That'll be something to watch. I'll mess that up, I'm sure. And the 10 of Colton Gum right there all together. Ben Tracy continues to lead, but man, they are 3, almost 4 wide. It's getting tight right there off turn 4. Still tight. Oh, there's contact. Can they save it? They do somehow. The 99, the 10, the 8, the 48, all right there together. Almost a wreck. Those guys do a masterful job of keeping that from being an accident. You see the 99 drive into the corner and his nose wash up the track. 99 LaFleur following the 19 of Coy. The 48 of Jamie Knopf. You saw a little bit of, I think I saw a puff of smoke out of the cars going down the backstretch. Those bumps in entering turn 3 down the backstretch are really rough here. Everybody's talking about it, about how rough it is, especially in this car with very little suspension travel. It's a rough ride for the drivers, but they manage quite well. You see the 42 going to the top of the track. The 42, Kyle Milliken, all the way up the stairs. And the bottom is going to be the 8 of Lane Allen. And actually coming off the corner, side-by-side contact between him and the 06 of Daniel Simmons. Right there on the bumps. This is not what you want. Got some close racing going on right here. Everybody packed up on top of each other. The 19, I think, who we see, Nicholas Moreau maybe touched the wall there. You got the 19 Richie Coy behind him as Colton Gum and Danny LaFleur side by side. LaFleur rolling that top just a little bit, rolling into the corner anyway. Right on the back bumper, the 19 of Coy. It's a great look down the backstretch. It's a great look the way we're looking, but the guys have said they're dealing with a little bit of glare going into turn 3 at the time of day. So looking the other direction, the opposite direction, they're having to deal with a little bit of sun glare. Coy sideways right there at the line, trying to get under. Who is that side by side? Nicholas Moreau. Nicholas up the track a little bit. Coy loose up the track. And now the 99 LaFleur is going to try to fill that gap. And he does. Brings the 48 and the 10 with him as well. Freight trained. 48 running the high side. The 10 running a little bit higher than him. They all get single file coming off the corner. Now you got the 99 right in front of those guys. The 99 and the 77 working together. Teammates, or trying to work together anyway. The 48 gets a little out of shape. 42 still running that top of the track, making it work for now anyway. Here comes the 20 of TJ Bartell on the 8 of Lane Allen. This will be for the 11th spot. Right in front of them, battle starting to heat up for the top 10. Kyle Milliken, Daniel Simmons. You see the 48 of Milliken trying to push the 48 of Jamie Knopf. Ben Tracy continues to lead out front. There it is, the gap about 2 car lengths back to the 01 of Nathan Biggert. You got the 77 of Nicholas Moreau in third. Fourth is going to be teammate Danny LaFleur in the 99, and Richie Coy rounding out your top 5. Colton Gum, another great run, up 3 positions from his starting place, currently running in 6th spot. The big mover so far, I guess big movers, is going to be the 48 of Jamie Knopf right there in 7th spot, and right behind him is teammate Daniel Simmons in 8th. Again, poor qualifying efforts from those guys. Starting in the rear, both those guys up 9 positions from their starting spot. Nose to tail through the top 10, I believe. Top 10 cars nose to tail, a little bit of a gap from there to 11th. Completing lap 15, halfway to the stage break. Lap 16 started here. Everybody on the bottom right now. And I think everybody kind of deciding just to kind of ride, see what they got as the lights come on here at Auto Club. Now you got the 19 of Richie Coy making me a liar here, moving out. Starting to make a pass on Danny LaFleur in the 99. Can't get it done. LaFleur flies back to the outside and has the draft of the 77. Now the 77 is going to move down. And meanwhile, back there behind them, 48, the 06, the 10, all starting to get a little racy. These guys all pushing the limit, trying to learn their car early on here. Now 16 laps in the books and trying to find out what they need to do on that stage break to make an adjustment to get them to the front of the field. Right now it's Nathan Biggert leading the way. I'm sorry, it was Ben Tracy leading the way. Nathan Biggert tandem with him there. And then there's a little bit of gap back to third where the racing is starting to get a little hot and heavy. Talking to Ben Tracy, who's currently leading the race here. I've talked to him a lot, and he's talked about, wanting to get that first win in Cup. Just things have just not fallen his way. I remember at Gateway, he got a black flag on pit road. Got into somebody's issues. One of the other races just had really weird things happen that's kept him from having good finishes. And he's been really fast, been wanting to get that win, but just, weird things have happened to keep him from getting even the good finishes he deserves at times. Could tonight be the night? It very well could be, because Auto Club is one of those tracks where we seem to see a lot of first-time winners for some reason. And it's a fun track, so it's one of the tracks you want to win at. So he's doing everything right so far, currently leading the field. Nathan Biggert in second. You got Nicholas Moreau in third. The battle for fourth is getting close here. The 19 of Richie Coy and the 99 of Danny LaFleur side by side right here. And of course, the 48 of Jamie Knopf, licking his chops, looking for somewhere to go. Actually, the 48 of Knopf is going to use that draft down the backstretch and pull up beside the 19 of Richie Coy, possibly complete this pass. Everybody's starting to migrate towards the top of the track. That is everybody but the 19 of Coy. Everybody else towards the top. The 48 does complete the pass. The 06 is going to pull up beside the 19 of Coy and make the pass down the backstretch as well. Coy gets back in line right in front of the 42 of Kyle Milliken, who was able to get around the 10 and dispose of him, who finds himself currently in 8th spot. Starting to get a little racy up front now as the 35 of Ben Tracy drifts up the track in 1 and 2. That opens the door for the 01 of Biggert, who takes the lead down the backstretch. Put Biggert up front. Ben Tracy back to second. Nicholas Moreau in third. But here comes the 48 of Jamie Knopf on the inside. 99 of LaFleur in the middle. And who's that on the high side? It's Nicholas Moreau on the high side. Little teamwork action there as the 06 tries to push the 48 on down the front stretch. Here comes the 35 of Ben Tracy trying to get the lead back from the 01 of Biggert. Pulls to the inside. Can't do anything with him now. He may lose the position to Nicholas Moreau and company as they line up on the outside and start to freight train the 35. Moreau on the inside. Jamie Knopf way out there trying to get that run. You see the cars starting to dance around a little bit. The pay window for stage points are about open here. Everybody's starting to push a little bit harder. Great racing action here at Auto Club. It's a lot of fun out there. These guys all using every bit of the racetrack. So we'll re-rack the top 5 here. You got the 01 of Biggert. Now you got Jamie Knopf and Daniel Simmons second and third. Fourth is Danny LaFleur for now, but that's where the battle starts. The 19 of Coy looks to the inside, can't do anything. Oh, you see the LaFleur in the wall. Gets a little loose and gets in the wall. It's going to slow that top line up just a bit. The 77 Nicholas Moreau works to the inside of his teammate. And to the inside of Richie Coy is Ben Tracy. Oh, you see the 48 in the wall. Taking the lead, but in the wall down the backstretch. It's going to give a run to the 06 of Daniel Simmons, who looks to the inside of his teammate. And now who's that sending it way high? That's the 77 of Moreau back there. These guys starting to get after it now. It is time to go. Here's your top 3. Jamie Knopf leads that lap. Daniel Simmons will take second. Nate Biggert in third. Now they're in line, nose to tail down the back stretch. Richie Coy in fourth. Nicholas Moreau fifth. These guys all starting to move towards the top of the track, which is great news for us. As you see the 10 of Colton Gum back there actually scrubbing the wall, getting a little too close, losing a little bit of momentum. Teammate the 42 of Kyle Milliken there giving him a little push. Back up front, lap 27. We know we are 3 or 4 laps away from the stage break. Up front now is Jamie Knopf, Daniel Simmons, teammates 1-2, trying to give that bump draft. And the 01 and Nathan Biggert trying to spoil their party. Here comes the 19 of Coy to the inside. Can't quite get there, pulls back in line. You see how much that pushing down the straightaway helps those guys really keep their momentum on the high side. One on the top, one in the middle, one on the bottom. The way we like to see it. And they'll come off the track, come off the corner, and they'll be right there together. 2 laps to go to the stage. Oh, you see some of these guys rubbing the wall, getting into turn 1, using every bit of the track, trying to swing out as much as possible. Down in the corner, the 01 of Simmons, the 01 of Biggert, looking to the inside of the 48 of Knopf. Can't do anything. You're going to get the push from the 06 of Daniel Simmons on the 48. It's going to push him clear. That's going to lead the 19 with a little bit of a run. Looks to the inside. Hard to hold it down there on those older tires. Cannot hang on. And now they're going to get single file coming to 1 lap to go to the stage with Jamie Knopf and Daniel Simmons 1-2. Again, right up against that wall going into turn 1. That high side working really well for the 06. See if he gets a run on the 48 this time. Coming off the corner. He clears the 01. Does he get a run on the 48? Not much. A bump into turn 3. He backs off early. Tries to get a run down the 01 under him. The 48 is going to drift to the middle. The 01 on the bottom of the 06 coming to the line. Looks like it's going to be the 48 of Jamie Knopf taking on the stage win. The 06 of Daniel Simmons. Nathan Biggert finishing in 3rd. I believe Richie Coy edged out Nicholas Moreau for 4th. Nicholas to 5th. 6th is going to be Danny LaFleur. 7th, Kyle Milliken. 8th, Ben Tracy. 9th, Colton Gum and Jeff Chandler, I believe, edging out the 57 of Joshua Johnson for the final stage point. Boy, that was some exciting stuff right there. That looked like a lot of fun out there. A little bit of drafting, a little bit of, choose your line, high line, low line. But the 48 of Jamie Knopf, from the back to the front, that's another thing I forgot to mention with the 48 and the 06. Those guys started in the rear. And teammate Ben Tracy actually started on pole. Well, we did a little bit of a flip-flop there, and Jamie and Daniel got 1-2 in the stage, and the 35 of Tracy fell back to 8th a little bit. So we'll keep an eye on that. Those guys look really strong out there. Nathan Biggert looking strong as well. Again, a little taste of what we got coming up for 120, well, I guess 95 laps, 90 laps once we get the caution done. Racing action left here at Auto Club Speedway for the Full Throttle Sim Racing Mach-1 Performance Cup Series presented by Full Throttle Television. These guys will come down and get some new shoes. And we'll do it again. Rack them up again. The 48, Jamie Knopf held serve there off pit road. He's stay in the lead here. Nathan Biggert gains a spot. Richie Coy up to 3rd. Daniel Simmons falls to 4th from 2nd during the pit stops. Nicholas Moreau in 5th. Ben Tracy 6th. Long stop for the 20 of TJ Bartel. as we get ready to re-rack them here at Auto Club Speedway. Looks like Jamie Knopf back in, Daniel Simmons back in. Is this a strategy call? Ben Tracy in as well. Looking to top off fuel, possibly. That looks like exactly what they're doing. Ben Tracy in that first pit stall, going to get a splash of fuel and come back out. So these guys are banking on a green flag run to the end and needed a little splash of fuel to make it on their strategy, whatever their strategy is. Interesting call for sure. We'll see if it plays out for them. We're 2 by 2 down the backstretch, getting ready to go back green here at Auto Club Speedway. Again, got to give a shout out to Drink Victory, Victory Fuel. Electrolyte flavored water, you got to check it out. drinkvictory.com, FTSR, use code FTSR for 10% off your order. Do it. Check them out. Good people. I don't necessarily love doing sponsor plugs, but those are some good people and a good product for sure as well. So check them out. Happy to have them on board as a sponsor here at FTSR. And I love promoting their product because I support the product. And it's easy to get behind something if you believe in it. And that's the only guys I stick with. So love having them on board. Love being able to plug them and get behind them. Pace car is off. We're getting ready to go back green here at Auto Club Speedway through the restart zone. Nathan Biggert leading Richie Coy on the front row. Green flags out, and we're back underway. Through the gears, third, fourth, fifth, into turn one, and they'll spread out. Oh, you see the 19 of Richie Coy really shoot around the outside of the 01. Owen gasses it back up, though, gets a good run off the corner. And will hold serve side by side down the backstretch. Into turn 3, 01, side by side. 19 Richie Coy using that high line, but here comes the 01 back on. And the 77 of Nicholas Moreau looking to go somewhere as they get single file in at the line. Richie Coy is going to lead the race. See the 42 Kyle Milken using that high side early, way up the top of the track, 4 wide coming off the corner. They decide better and kind of get single file. That was crazy. What a move by the 42 Kyle Milken. He is flying on that outside line. Riding on board with Kyle Milken through the middle now. He's got the 19 Coy to the outside. The 57 of Joshua Johnson. Where did he come from? Now up front. Now he's going to get a little push from the 42 as they start working their way towards the front. This is 4th and 5th. Way up to the top lane is the 42 of Milliken. 57 tries to get a run and runs out of steam. He runs out of turn there. Lets off the gas, and that's going to let the Milliken get by him. Look to the back there. Now Milliken currently in 3rd spot, looking at the back of the 01 of Nathan Biggert. Nicholas Moreau out front currently. Heading down the front stretch, trying to stay in that draft. Looking back, nothing right there, right back right now. To the top side once again, the 42. Not as high as he was, though. One guy's going backwards in a hurry. It's the 19 of Richie Coy. Not sure if he's saving fuel, saving tires, or saving his sanity because they were almost 4 wide there off turn 2. And right behind him, right there is the 1 of Sherwood Williford. What a rebound for him after smacking the front of the 7 car. Williford now battling for 10th spot, actually 9th spot here with Richie Coy, actually 8th for Richie Coy. 8th Richie Coy, 9th is Sherwood Williford. That's the 8 of Wayne Allen to his outside. It's a mad dash back here. See the 1 of Sherwood Williford across that draft of the 8 in front of him. And you see how the car's just going to take off if you're not careful. You get that front end in dirty air and it just takes off on you. Here's Colton Gum in the Tim machine, having another good run tonight. As you see the cars dance down that back straightaway. And in front of him, that's Jeff Chandler on the outside of the 57 of Joshua Johnson. So we got some new players up here right now. Of course, you had the 48, the 06, and the 35. Sorry, 36. No, 35. Sorry, 35 stopped for fuel there on the one to go. Let's see if that plays into their hands. Everything pretty cool, calm, and collected up here for the top 10 or so, as I say that. Here goes Jeff Chandler to the inside of Danny LaFleur. This battle for fourth. Not unlike Pocono and the Brickyard. And I'll tell you, there's very few similarities between those two tracks and this track. But there is some similarity that if you try to pull out and make a pass and you don't get it completed, you will be freight trained. We've seen that so much tonight. We've seen cars pull out, trying to make that pass, and end up getting freight trained. Like this right here, you see the Jeff Chandler machine going backwards. He pulled out to pass on the inside. They all lined up on the outside, and they're just going to go by him. The only good thing is that on the front stretch, a lot of these guys will pull down to the inside, and you get a little draft from that. But now, as I say that, they make a liar out of me again, and I'll stay towards the top. So, yeah, he went to go to make a pass and lost 2 positions doing it. You see the 42, Kyle Milliken, again, running the high line. I love it. I love it. Man, he's making it work up there, too. He's getting a good run off the corners. And, man, on that restart, he really was shot out of a rocket. Goes into turn 1, comes off turn 2 with a head of speed, and ends up in 3rd spot where he currently runs. Into turn 1, the top 5 nose to tail. They get to the corner and they just go all over the place. That's why the drivers like this track. Options. Speaking of options, we want to check on our stage winner back here. The 48, the 06, and the 35 all back here together. Just riding. Yeah. Apparently think this is going to be a fuel mileage situation for them, so they're back here riding around, took that extra, splash of fuel, and now just riding back here in traffic. Easy way to save fuel. You see the one of Sherwood Williford. Currently in 11th, that's Wayne Grassi in the 7 and 10th. Battling for a top 10 position. I can't say that I saw this coming when this guy's wrecked off turn 2. Hit nose to nose. Both of them got, both of them, I guess, went into the pits and got some, a new clip and are no worse for the wear. So here they are battling for 10th spot. Richie Coy, who started on the front row here early in the race, or actually on the restart, currently in 8th spot. He fell back and just kind of sitting back here riding. Probably saving some tires as well. I mean, these guys back here are getting a little racy. 20 of TJ Bartell going by, who is it, Alan Crowley? James Wallace right there in the mix. The 1 and the 7 are still side by side. These guys are racing. If you're racing with the right people and having fun doing it, it is a lot of fun. But I can tell you, too, it can also be very frustrating if you feel like you have a faster car and you just can't quite clear the driver. It can be really annoying in the moment. Usually after, you see contact between the 7 and the 1. Teammates there too, actually. Well, pseudo teammates. The 1 on his own team, but working with the 7 and the 20 on their team. And they're all right there together. That's always nerve-wracking. You're racing teammates for the guys you worked with all week to kind of get the setup dialed in. And now you're all on top of each other because you got the same thing. And now you're racing side by side, and the next thing you know, somebody slips up a little bit up the track into the side of you. Like, hey, dude, listen, give me a break. That's racing. Or as Denny Hamlin likes to say, short track racing. I love the fact that these guys can use the whole track. You know, you got some in the 3rd lane, the 42 is about the only car I've seen up in the 4th lane consistently. But you got the 3rd lane working. Some guys are right up, right on the bottom. Then you got a lane up. You see, Kyle Milliken's like, hey, listen, Danny LaFleur, and there was a little contact there down the straightaway. Still contact between the two. Now the 99 in the wall, and he's sideways, and he's wrecking. Danny LaFleur around on the backstretch collects the 57 of Joshua Johnson. I don't think those two were seeing eye to eye down the backstretch. So caution comes out here, lap 50 of 125 with contact between the 99 and the 42. Guys, we're in the top 5, and now they both may have a little bit of damage. Let's go back and see what we can see here. Let's back it up earlier than that. See Danny LaFleur. Okay, he's already sideways. Let me go back a little bit farther. I want to get off the corner. We're going to watch it from here because I want to see what started this. This is through 3 and 4. And some time. See if we can go back here. Little contact off the corner there from the 42. We're right on board with the 42 here. Going into the corner, everybody kind of gets checked up behind the guys. Everybody lines up, control it, and spins out. That's crazy. Sure as guys will be having a conversation. 99 LaFleur got his damage fixed. He's coming out of the pits. They're coming to lap 52. We're getting side by side, getting ready for the restart here at Auto Club Speedway. Nathan Bickert leading, Nicholas Moreau second, Jeff Chandler third, Richie Cole, Kyle Milliken after that contact falls to 5th. 6th is going to be Lane Allen, Colton Gums 7th, TJ Bartell 8th, Sherwood Williford 9th. And as that changes, it looks like Wayne Grassi in 10th. Looks like we're having some issues with bandwidth. All right, the pace car is off. We're going back green here at Auto Club Speedway. Nathan Biggert leads the field to the green. Green flag's out. We're back underway, lap 52. Yeah, I just wanted to clarify too, as Doyle pointed out in the comments, there's no way they can run 90 laps green. No, I just wonder if there's a pit strategy where they can split it evenly. Not really sure. Not really sure why they come back and took a splash of fuel, but they did, and we're back to. We had a caution, and we're back to green. So I don't know. It may just be a wash at this point, but they're side by side for the lead. The 77 Moreau with 3 wins this season. Nathan Biggert with 4 wins this season. Nicholas Moreau way up the track. He got the wall off the corner. He's going to be off the pace a little bit here. These guys are going to swarm him. Again, everybody on pit road under that caution. Fresh tires, new shoes. Everybody looking for a lead. Look at this guys, 3 and 4 wide. Ooh, the 8 Lane Allen really close to the 48 of Jamie Knopf. They make it work down the backstretch under the lights here at Auto Club Speedway. Love to see it. Just checking our quality. We're back to green here. Jeff Chandler to the point. The 31 takes the lead over the 01 of Biggert, the 42 of, and you see 77's in the wall again. Nicholas Moreau in the wall once again through 1 and 2, and they will swallow him up. So Jeff Chandler's taking advantage of these guys kind of getting squirrely and strung out. He's going to take the lead here. Jeff Chandler to the lead. Biggert in second. Kyle Milliken in third. The 10 of Colton Gum in fourth. The 48 of Jamie Knopf has worked his way up to fifth. And you got TJ Bartell and Daniel Simmons side by side for sixth spot. Snaky down the front stretch here. Lap 57 of 125. We're not even halfway yet, guys. We got a lot of racing to go. And boy, we've seen some great racing out there. Single file down the back stretch, all except for I think the 57 back there looking for a position. Into 3 and they'll fan out. 48 to the high side of the 10 of Colton Gum, trying to get that 5th spot, or actually 4th spot away. And he'll have draft help, and now he won't. Gotta love how they do that to me. It just depends. I mean, down the front stretch, you have options, and sometimes they go to the bottom, sometimes they stay to the top. I'll tell you, one guy's never strayed from the top. Never scared to run that real high line. 42 of Kyle Milliken, making it a show. Let's just say it that way. Now Jamie Knopf's going to go higher than the 42. 42 to the bottom. Jamie Knopf to the high side and the 48. I tell you, that 42 run the high side. Oh, he squeezes in there in front of the 48. 42 run the high side reminds me a lot of Kyle Larson run that 42 for Chip Ganassi. Somewhere like Chicagoland comes to mind. Ripping that top. And there again, you saw the 42 tries to make a pass on the 01 of Biggert and loses 2 spots in the process, maybe more than that, just because He's in the lane that doesn't get drafted. Now the 35 looking to the inside. Not going to have enough momentum there. Now the 48 of Jamie Knopf looking to the outside of the 01 of Biggert. I'll tell you what, those 48 machine looking really fast tonight. 01 of Biggert, 01 of Simmons as well. Doyle, you were talking about how he had to shake it off, and he went through his box, had some struggles. It didn't matter. He's back to the front. Jeff Chandler, whether it be through some pit strategy or a good pit stop, either way, it's put him out front. He is now leading. Put all that behind him from lap 4. Going out here and showing, improving. He's got a fast hot rod. The 48 Jamie Knopf right there on his tail, though, starting to inch in. Daniel Simmons in 3rd. Nathan Biggert falling back to 4th. And Kyle Milliken currently in 5th. You should see these guys wiggle and waggle down the front stretch here at Auto Club Speedway. And look who it is trying to crack into the top 5. The 7, Wayne Grossi. In the 6th spot, trying to take 5th away from the 42. Not in the right lane, though. It's going to be on the bottom through 3 and 4, the 7 of Grossi. On the outside of him is the 35 of Ben Tracy. And then behind him is the 19 of Coy. Wiggle, wiggle. Everybody seems to have a little bit different idea of how to get through turns 1 and 2. Close between the 7 and the 19. No contact. Oh, 7. Close back here as well. This is Brian Dublade and Joshua Johnson, 37 and 57 teammates side by side. Following the 20 of TJ Bartell and the 77 of Nicholas Moreau, who are side by side. And now they all get single file, it looks like. On the straightaway. Let me clarify. Side by side. Single file on the straightaway, but side by everybody's in a different lane in the corner. The 8 of Lane Allen trying to go by the 37 of Dublé. Now they're 3 wide on the front stretch. 8 on the high side, 37 in the middle, and who's on the inside? That is going to be the 77 of Nicholas Moreau, going the wrong way with some apparent damage from hitting the wall there. Now the 8 and the 37 side by side bouncing off of each other in the middle of the corner. Those guys also had history from 2 weeks ago. Those two seem to find each other frequently. A hot night here in California and some hot tempers after this race. Here comes the 47 of Ryan Hedrick. Trying to decide where he wants to go. Goes to the inside of the 8 of Lane Allen. And in front of them, the top two, oh, we see contact between the 47 and the 8. These guys just can't seem to hold their car down on the bottom anymore. Tires are getting wore out. So back up front, nothing's changed much. You got the 31, Jeff Chandler leading the 48 of Jamie Knopf. Dang it, Jeff trying to hang on the lead. The 06 of Daniel Simmons back there in 3rd. Ben Tracy up to 4th. Nathan Biggert back to 5th. So we can ride on board the 35 machine for a lap or two here. And tracing the 35 machine. Again, I apologize if you guys are having issues on YouTube there. It is showing me poor quality. There are some drop frames and stuff going on in OBS. I'll have to investigate after the race. I'm not really sure what's going on there. What a race we have on our hands, though. Jeff Chandler driving that victory fuel machine out well. Leading the race, Jamie Knopf right on his back bumper, and the 06 of Daniel Simmons right on the back bumper of his teammate. Race is on for third. 19 of Richie Gore trying to find a way through. Can't not do it. The 35 of Ben Tracy will take that round on the outside and take that 4th spot. Or will he, as Coy drives it down into the corner. This is when the race gets a little interesting, because they do have another pit stop coming. But now you're starting to see some of the guys with their, if they have handling issues, it will start becoming more prevalent here as the tires start wearing out. That's not here at Auto Club Speedway. Some great racing around the track here. Again, another driver favorite and a fan favorite, honestly. As you see the 19 of Corey duck out from behind the 06 of Simmons. He's in third, looking for second here. As his teammate, Jamie Knopf, has taken the lead. Jeff Chandler has fallen all the way back to 6th. Let's go back and see how that pass was made here. Going into turn 1, Jamie Knopf looks to the outside. Jeff Chandler on the inside. Jamie gets a good run off the corner. Jeff a little slow off the corner using it outside or inside, and then The 06 gets a run, and then everybody just freight trains the 31 as he heads up the track in 3 and 4. And now you got the dirty air of the 06, and now he's really going to have to check him off the corner, and that's exactly what happened. He lost a lot of momentum there. Gotta hate the dirty air. He finds himself in 6th spot here, just chilling. Watching this battle in front of him here. 48, 06, 19, 01, 35, your top 5 runners here. Now 19 of Coy's going to look to the inside of the 06 going into turn 3. Cannot seem to grab that bottom lane like he wants to. Actually, he's going to get a little help from the 01 of Biggert here. Ford teammates anyway. Same camp. Cannot quite get it done. These guys are strong. Those Chevys are strong out front. Good to see our connection qualities come back. Again, apologize to anybody having issues. A lot of good fun racing out there. 19 and the 35 now side by side. You got pseudo teammates on the outside there, though. You got the 48, the 06, and the 35, all from different camps, but working together. Probably the same base setup at least. And man, those guys are finding some speed tonight. Again, the 35 starting from pole. You see the 01 of Biggert. I don't know if he touched the wall, but he was right there on the wall. And Jeff Chandler saw that and is going to take advantage and try to take that position going into turn 3. All these guys starting to walk up the track and use that higher lane. Speaking of higher lane, let's see what our guy back here, High Side Hustler, is doing here. Currently in 8th spot, all by himself though. A little ways from behind, behind these guys. Kyle Milliken runs in the 8th spot in the 42. Golden Gum's still hanging up there strong in the 10. Once again, the 19 of Coy goes to the bottom. Starts washing up the track a little bit. And we'll fall back in line. Right on board the 01, Nathan Biggert here. Looks like Richie Coy finally gets that pass done on the 35. A little bit of a slide job. Going to slide right up in front of the 35. Leaves him nowhere to go. And Tracy has to check up. You see you hear a shift from the 35 of Tracy. Are these guys shifting into 4th into the corner? Interesting. It's a shift to 5th. Shift to 4th. They are shifting. Richie trying to get a position on the F6 of Daniel Simmons. Can't do it. The 01 a Biggert giving the 19 a push. No shift from Biggert. No shift from the 19. These guys are shifting. What if they all run the same setup? They're shifting to 4th into the corner to slow the car down. Back in the gas. And then they'll shift back to 5th at the straightaway. See, the 48's doing the same. right there to 5th gear. Interesting. I learned something tonight. Yeah, one of bigger, still giving the 19 Koi that push. Trying to push him forward. Can't quite do it. The 01's going to fill the gap that time. He's going to take to the high side. Go by the 19 of Koi, take 3rd position. Koi to 4th. Ben Tracy in 5th. Colton Gum running in 6th currently. Nathan Biggert to the bottom of the 06 was able to make that pass. Now he's side by side with the 06 and the 48. The 06 is going to give the 48 a little bit of a push there, and he's going to have to do it all over again down here in turn 3 and 4. We got some guys hitting pit road. The 67 of James Wallace, the 8 of Lane Allen, the 47 of Ryan Hedrick, all headed to pit road. The pit window is now open for those guys. About 40 laps to go here. Yeah, you can see the exhaust come out of the 35 when he shifted. So some of these guys are shifting, some are not shifting. You see Colton Gum trying to make a pass on the 35 of Ben Tracy. That's for 5th spot. Nathan Biggert trying to get the run to get beside and beyond the 06 and split those teammates up there. See 3 different lines between your leaders. You got the 48 running in the middle, the 06 running the high side, and the 01 running the bottom. And they're all making it work, just in different ways. Got a slow car there on the apron. Not sure who that was. It was the 54 of Alan Crowell, and he'll come to pit road. The 57 of Joshua Johnson hits pit road as well. Anything on our list unless Alan maybe had a speeding penalty and had to come back in. 48 of Jamie Knopf continues to lead. Again, remember, he won the truck race here, trying to do the double here, do the sweep here at Auto Club and take on the win here in the Cup Series as well. Nathan Biggert side by side with the 06 of Daniel Simmons for 2nd. And you see sort of these guys starting to pit. The 35 of Tracy, the 20 of TJ Bartell, Dave Nestor in the pits as well. All these guys starting to make their final pit stop here of the night. Inching up on 35 laps to go. You see, actually, Nathan Biggert able to make the pass on the outside. Finally, now the 48 is going to pull to the inside and give the 06 some draft. The 06 on the outside, though. Preferred line. And we'll take that spot completed here off turn 2. And now the 06 in the dirty air is going to be held up a little bit. The 19 of Richie Coy is going to try to inside. It's going to be close. Unable to clear him. He's going to pull the inside. You see the 31 of Jeff Chandler is going to hit the pits here. These guys are still out there. Got to wonder if the undercut's going to work out here. Sherwood Williford in the pits. Wayne Grossi's still out there, as well as Colton Gum. These 4 on your screen, and then those 2 are the only 2 that have yet, or the only 6 have yet to pit. Still a battle for the lead. The 01 strong off the corner on the inside. Wayne Grossi now hits pit road. This battle will not go away. The 01 strong on that bottom. The 48 still kind of struggling there. On the high side in the preferred lane, you would think, with the run off the corner, but the 01's really getting it to cut through the middle of the corner. Really nice. Still, they're going to hang out there. The top 5 still have yet to pit. Still side by side for the lead. The 01 of Nathan Biggert on the inside. Outside of him is going to be the 48 of Jamie Knopf, battling for that lead. Jamie gets a little loose off the corner, almost hits the wall, backs out. That's going to give the lead to the 01 of Biggert, who takes it finally after battling hard trying to get by these guys. See what these guys do coming off turn 4. Are they going to pit this time by? They're not. They're going to make one more cycle at least. The 19 of Coy is going to come in, though. He's seen enough. He's going to come into the pits. I went a Biggert lead and starting to pull out a little bit. On the 48 of Jamie Knopf, breaking the draft a little bit there. Daniel Simmons trying to hold off and cannot hold off. The 35 of Ben Tracy, who goes around him. Richie Coy still in the pits, now leaving pit road. It's going to go a lap down. Look how much new tires matter, man. These guys are ripping around those guys. Biggert out front. Jamie Knopf in second. Daniel Simmons in third. Colton Gum fourth. And Ben Tracy fifth. Trying to get his lap back, and does right there. Looks like the 48's coming to pit road this time by. Nathan Biggert will stay out. Jamie Knopf comes to pit road. The 06 of Daniel Simmons comes to pit road. The 10 of Colton Gum stays out as well. There's your leader, Nathan Biggert. There's second place, Colton Gum is going to be coming to pit road, looks like this time by. Will Biggert be coming? Looks like he's on the bottom and maybe slow. Looks like he's coming in as well. Yes. Coming in hot. Colton Gum behind him. Jamie Knopf still on pit road. Daniel Simmons on pit road. They'll come out. We'll see how this shakes things up, because I believe those guys that pitted earlier are going to have a good bit of an advantage on the guys that stayed a little bit longer. Lap 96 of 125. We've less than 30 laps to go here at Auto Club. This is your leader. We'll keep an eye on him when he comes out and see how he blends with the guys who pitted before him. Off of pit road. It was a really quick stop. There goes Ben Tracy by. There goes Richie Coy by. The 42 of Milliken. And I think that might be where he slots in here. Bartell right there for 5th. See if cold tires mean anything, but he drops to 4th spot. But those guys that pitted a little bit earlier. Richie Coy had a really good pit stop. Well, we've also seen some mistakes out of the 19 before with fuel mileage. You'll love me mentioning that, but we've seen some mistakes with the 19, sometimes not taking enough fuel. Hopefully he got enough fuel in it there. We'll see if Biggert can make up the time he's lost to the lead. There's the 19 of Coy, but the leader is the 35 of Ben Tracy, who's had a really fast car all night. Stopped early, got out front, got the lead. Now can he hang on to it for 30 laps? He has a almost a 2.1 second lead on the 19 of Coy right now. TJ Bartell currently in 5th. Jamie Knopf back to 6th. Daniel Simmons in 7th. Jeff Chandler 8th. Everybody kind of spread out now. Wait for them to get back together. You see the 42 Kyle Milliken, I mentioned, is in 3rd spot. Good strategy to pit early there, get ahead of some of these guys. Nathan Biggert, TJ Bartell behind him. Kyle running that high side he's known for. Yeah, Dole, hopefully we got that all sorted out. Trying to make sure things are running smooth here. I don't know, we're having some internet issues or what, I'm not sure. Hopefully you guys are doing well out there. Hopefully you're enjoying the show too, as long as it's coming through like it should be. But a lot of fun. Nathan Biggert and TJ Bartell go by the 42 Milliken, who has a little bit older tires. There's Richie Coy, 1.6 seconds behind Ben Tracy. You know, we talked early in the race. Could this be his night? Could the 35 hang on here and get his first win of in the league? I mean, he looked strong early. He was our pole sitter. Remember, he's got a fast car. Just got to hang on to it, take care of the car. Nathan Biggert, 4.8 seconds back from the lead. That's quite a gap to make up. He'll have a little bit fresher tires, but I don't know if he'll be able to make up that much time with 25 laps to go as we hit the line here. 25 laps remaining here at Auto Club Speedway. Still a long time. Still can happen, but that's a big gap to make up. Right aboard the Victory Fuel Ford of Richie Coy, Ford Mustang Dark Horse. As we have a little while back, we've completely went to darkness, and this guy's seeing this track at night. Always loved around this track, especially around this track at night. Just something about it, you know. You hear those tires working. He's trying to make up time. He's 1.1 seconds back now of Ben Tracy. He's been closing it down. And another guy that's closing it down is, Nathan Biggert, who's still 4.3 seconds back. Doing that shifting down in the front. You got Jamie Knopf back here in fourth, trying to run the 01 down and everybody else. Been really fast tonight. That 42 machine's been quick. But you know the 35's got the same thing under the hood that the 48 and the 06 have as well. You see how bumpy it is down the backstretch right there. It's just third, fourth, and fifth right here. Aboard with the 01 looking back at the 48. Meanwhile, the 19 of Richie Coy has caught the 35 of Ben Tracy. Now they are side by side down the front stretch. This far the lead, far the win. 35 on the outside, the 19 of Coy on the inside. And the longer they run side by side, the more time they're going to cost each other. To the one of Nathan Biggert. 19 takes the lead, comes up the track. 35 trying to get back to the inside. Now back to the outside. Now he's going to be not quite there. The 19 shuts him off. .35 way up the track, almost into the wall, has to get out of it. That's going to cost him a lot of time here. And what that's going to do, too, is allow the 01 of Biggert to get ever so closer. Now 2.7 seconds to the lead. These guys have lined up and really are starting to make up some time. .5 seconds. So that's we'll see if these guys can line up and draft up, and if they can get by the 35 of Tracy quick enough, they're gonna have something to say about this finish. The 01 and the 48 working together back there, drafting, trying to make up time. Also remember, Coy pitted before those guys as well, so he's going to be bleeding tire life to these guys. But we only have 17, now 16 laps to go at the line here at Auto Club. They'll start getting a sniff of draft now from the 35 of Tracy, 0.8 of a second ahead of them. And I believe they know their only shot to get into the 19 of Coy is to get by him quickly, work together, and have a shot at this win. Now only 2 seconds separate third from first. Really using that draft to their benefit right now. Good run off the corner from the 01 of Biggert. Pulls up on the 35. Great run here going into turn 3. He's going to look to the inside, try to get this pass done quickly. 35 stays way high and is going to allow these guys to pass through. That is what they wanted to see. Now 1.5 seconds back from the 19 of Coy. These guys are marching forward right now. Coy had a great stop. But he also stopped a little earlier, and it might be spelling doom for him right now as the 35 and the 48 are side by side. They settle that off turn 2. So these guys can do. 14 laps to go. There's not much time now. 1.2 seconds now, the lead. 1.1 seconds. Great run off the corner by the 01, Nathan Biggert. He is flying. And now the 48 of Jamie Knopf running a little bit lower than the 01. Under a second now. It's coming way down. It's going to be all these guys are going to come back together here towards the end. .6, now .5. They're in the same picture now. Coy, Biggert, Knopf. Now Simmons enters the picture in 4th. And they are there. So don't worry about catching them. We are there now, though. One's got to run. The 19's got the draft off of a lap car, though, trying to stay in the lead. He goes to the bottom, 01 to the middle, lap car to the top. 3 wide coming off the corner with the lap car. Biggert through the middle is going to take the lead off turn 2 with 11 laps to go. Biggert in the lead, the 48 of Knopf. Knopf also clears the 19 of Coy. So now it's these two guys are trying to settle it here at Auto Club. 10 laps to go. It's coming down to the end. A little bit of lap traffic to deal with. That's a 47 of Ryan Hedrick in front of those guys. He'll stay high, kind of checks them up a little bit. Now you see Daniel Simmons enter the picture right there behind the 19 of Coy. And Ben Tracy drops to 5th. You know, it was a good try. Try something different with pit strategy, but it just has not worked out for the 35, who is falling to 5th spot. It may lose that to TJ Bartell. Right now we got a battle for the lead, though. The 48 of Jamie Knopf wants that sweep. He's to the inside of the 0-1 of Nathan Biggert, but cannot get it done off the corner. Richie Coy still hanging in there, but here comes the 06 of Daniel Simmons trying to make that pass on Coy and does so going into turn 1. So Simmons in third. Daniel Simmons said, "Wait up, boys. I want to have something to say about this too." And if I'm Jamie Knopf, I'm going to keep trying to make moves on the 0-1. Even if it does slow us down, what it's going to do is bring his teammate, the 06 of Simmons, right back into this battle, which 2-on-1 is going to work out for them better. Usually, although the 0-1 looked like to have the stronger car late in the run. Here he goes again. The 48 of Knopf dives to the inside of the 0-1 of Biggert. Not quite clear. The 0-1's going to hang there and get the run down the backstretch. 0-1 way high. The 48 dives into the bottom. Tries a slide job. He is there. 0-1's going to... Oh, my goodness, how close is that? 0-1 gets the wall a little bit, and that exactly is what I was talking about. The 06 of Daniel Simmons is now here. Now it is a three-way battle for the lead. 7 laps to go here at Auto Club. If you guys are enjoying this battle as much as I am, again to turn 3, the 0-1 way up against the wall. The 48 way down on the bottom. It looks like he's going to clear him this time. So give the lead to Jamie Knopf as the 0-1's going to dive back to the bottom off the corner with that run. Is going to retake the lead from the 48 of Knopf. Now the 0-1 on the bottom, the 48 on the top. 48 rolls that top really nicely, but the 0-1 gets to run off the corner and will clear. And we'll now get the draft from the 37, who's going to lap down. 37 of Brian Dublé. Big run down the backstretch for the 0-1. Now he's going to pull down in front of the 48. Coming to 4 laps to go here at Auto Club. 4, and now they start doing the dragon, I don't know what you would call it. So much fun to be able to kind of make these runs. You see a pass and a pass back. It can be frustrating in the moment, but these guys doing an awesome job out there, keeping it clean. Now the 0-1 of Simmons is going to take a run from the 48 of Jamie Knopf and try to get that second spot. You got Jamie going for the sweep. The 0-1 of Biggert going for 2 in a row. And the 06 of Simmons trying to get his first win of the season. But these guys side by side have killed their momentum and given Nathan Biggert quite a big advantage there. 0.6 of a second to make up. Now Daniel Simmons is going to take that position. Can they do anything to run down the 0-1? They're going to have 2 laps to do it. 2 laps to go here at Auto Club. Down the backstretch. 2 laps to go. Trying to get that draft from the 0-1. 0-1 pulls way down. Down to 0.4 of a second. Well, half a second now off the corner. Draft. 1 lap to go here at Auto Club Speedway. Can they make a run back at the 0-1? Or is it going to be 0-1 and done? 06 way high into the wall. The 48's going to get by him for second. That's going to about do it for the lead, though. The 0-1 of Biggert loves what he sees back there. Those guys battling for position. For the 5th time in a row, The 0-1 of Nathan Biggert is going to come through 3 and 4 and see that checkered flag at Auto Club Speedway and will win the FTSR Mach-1 Performance Cup Series race, the Auto Club 200. Oh, the battle for second was crazy there at the end. And the 06 of Daniel Simmons was able to edge the 48 of Knopf. You have Richie Coy and TJ Bartell able to come home in 5th spot. But what can you say about the 01 of Biggert, man? He's been strong week after week. Gets 2 in a row here at Auto Club, or two in a row here in the series. One at the Brickyard last week. We're unable to talk to him. We're going to talk to him this week and see what he has to say. Winning a big race last week, and now coming home, coming on the Auto Club and backing it up with another win here under the lights. Gotta love it. And he's going to do a little celebrating. So let's look at our results here at Auto Club Speedway. Nathan Biggert grabbing the win here in the 0-1 Ford. Jamie Knopf finishing a strong second place, up 14 positions. Same thing for Daniel Simmons. Those guys coming from the rear. Richie Coy finishing in 4th spot. The 20 of TJ Bartell, great run for him at the end, takes home the top 5. 35 Ben Tracy, your pole sitter, falls to 6th after an early pit stop. 7th place is going to be Colton Gum in the 10. Jeff Chandler is going to come home in 8th. 9th is going to be Joshua Johnson. Good top 10 for him. The 42, Kyle Milk in the show tonight out there on the outside line, finishes in 10th spot. Wayne Grossi comes back after an accident. Finishes 11th. 12th is going to be James Wallace. 13th is going to be Sherwood Williford. 14th, Lane Allen. 15th is Brian Dublé. 16th, Ryan Hedrick. 17th, Dave Nestor. 18th is going to be Alan Kroll. 19th, that's a tough one to swallow for the 77. Nicholas Moreau was definitely fast, got the wall there, had damage. And 20th, after the contact with the 42, he finished in the garage. That's going to be Danny LaFleur. All right, let's kick it over to our post race. Sponsored by Victory Fuel. Again, once again, you guys check out Fuel, Victory Fuel at drinkvictory.com. Use code FTSR for 10% off your order. You'll love the stuff. You'll love the people. And you got to check it out. Let's see if we can talk to somebody here. Get these guys in the waiting room. All right, we got that. Let's see if we can talk to our third place finisher, Mr. Daniel Simmons in the 08. Daniel, congratulations on the third place finish, man. What a race out there. I'm watching it. It looked like it was a blast. What was it like behind the wheel?
Yeah, it was fun. This is by far the best track on the sim, I think. I mean, me and Jamie, we kind of had a deal going into it. It's like, we're just starting the back and just kind of have fun and worked our way up through there and 1-2 the first stage. So after we pitted, we was kind of coming around under caution, and we was like, "Heck, you want to do it again?" So that
Yeah,
was cool.
you guys did. You shot through the field. I was watching you guys starting in the back. Of course, your teammate or pseudo teammate, I guess, Ben Tracy, getting the pole. That was pretty awesome. But you guys starting in the back and ended up in front in 30 laps. Yeah, it looked like it was a blast for you guys. Anyway.
Yeah, it was fun. I mean, you had Nathan and Richie up there. Heck, man, I don't know, probably probably made those guys a little angry. Trying to do the whole team deal here, but it was just one of them things. If you could get control of the race and stay up top, there you was okay. But I think what really hurt me and Jamie, we kind of burned our stuff up just playing around coming up through the field. But it was still fun, man. It's a blast racing with these guys.
Hey, what about that finish at the end there too? You guys side by side. That was close. I was watching Nathan and kind of keeping an eye on you guys. It was less than about a half a tenth between, or no, half a hundredth actually. You guys coming across side by side for the finish there. It had to be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, it was. It was a little bit of mix up in team orders there towards the end. So I thought Jamie was falling off. I think he was kind of laying back, getting a better run, and just kind of miscommunication there. So then it turned into, well, we'll just race for second then. So,
well, it was a good run for you guys. You guys did a good job out there, man. Like I said, coming from the back to the front a couple of times. But again, I'm going to hand the mic to you, let you do your shout outs and talk about your sponsors or whatever.
Yeah, man, just got to thank Jamie and Ben for testing, and Team Connie for the setup, and appreciate you guys putting this awesome league on, man. It's fun, and congratulations to Nathan. That was a heck of a race.
That's what we want. We want fun, and glad to hear it, man. You guys put on the show. It was fun to watch too. So again, congratulations. Third place, Daniel Simmons. Let's see if we grab our second place finisher, Jamie Knopf, his teammate there. Jamie, congratulations. One spot short, but man, it looked like it was a blast out there.
Yeah, man, this is the best track on the circuit in real life and on iRacing especially. So that was a heck of a run there. Yeah, it was a heck of a run. I just didn't need Daniel to catch us because I only had tried to pass on the bottom a couple times, and then I couldn't get by him once or twice, and then I did twice. I just got loose, and then he got back by me, and that last time I almost had it perfect, but I got loose bad off 4, and he was able to drive back under me, and I stayed on his outside, but then I got loose off 2, and he cleared me, and then I had to battle Daniel there. So, but it was still a good run. I mean, he thought he could go on up there and win too. I said, well, I think I could have too. So.
I think any of you three could have if you got the right run. It's interesting to hear you say that, though. I was watching the broadcast, and I was like, well, if the 48 holds the 01 up and the 06 catches him, they can work together and maybe get by the 01. I was thinking from a team order standpoint, but you're saying you actually didn't want him to catch you because that was another car you had to battle.
Right. And then he pushed me like 2 laps, and then I tried to, do the slide job on him in turn 3 and 4, and the next time I was going to try it 1 and 2 to see if that worked better, because I felt like I could drive it way deeper in the corner than him, because after we come out of the pits, I caught up to him, and we were so far back, he was running more of the high line, and so he had the momentum off the corner, and I ran the bottom, and that saved my right front too much, and so I was in his draft, and so I was just mainly wanting to catch up to, at least have a shot at the win. I didn't want to pass him for 5th at the time or 6th, and then, somebody else win because we back there battling, and because I didn't know if he wanted to run in the front or the back, and so I just kind of rode there behind him, and the run before that, I was tight, and we had to come from like mid-pack or something, and so I ran the top more, and it was a little tighter, so I wasn't expecting it to be so loose when I tried to, pass down on the bottom, but like I said, I hadn't ran the bottom much there, but yeah, Daniel got there and kind of spoiled it.
So, it's funny you said it. You saved the right front too much. You'll never hear those words come out of my mouth. That never happens for me. So it's interesting that you can actually do that.
Right. Ben just told me his right front was like 30 or 20 something % less than I was in that last run.
That sounds about right for me as well. So I don't know what we got going on. We'll have to look at that. But anyway, hey, listen, I wanted to ask you guys one more thing too. I noticed that you, the 35, and the 06, and then later on the 01, were actually downshifting into 4th into the corner, through the corner, and then shifting back to fifth on the straightaway. That's a real. I didn't see anybody else in the field doing that. So you guys must have figured something out there and really had a good run coming off the corner using that.
Yeah, you got to thank iRacing for limiting us to 2 gears here when we ran in January. I think it was in the off season. You could have unlimited gears, so we could run fifth the whole time. And if you didn't shift, you wouldn't turn by 8,200 or something. So it bogged the motor down real bad in the corners. So you had to shift some. You didn't have to do it at the very beginning when the pace was real fast with the cooler track temps, but you still had to shift to maximize the speed and the handling, because it would be a little tighter if you didn't shift.
Well, whatever you guys were doing, it was working out for sure. You guys were fast tonight. One of the fastest cars when you were out front. I know Nathan had a little bit of an edge at the late run, but you guys look like you may have had the best car out there. To come on second though, not a bad night. Again, like I said, I know Daniel was talking about how much fun it was, and you again talking about how much fun it was, and that close finish at the end, that was awesome for second place. But I'm going to hand the mic to you and let you do your shout outs, your sponsor plugs, whatever you got to do. The mic's yours.
Yeah, he pitted like 10 laps for me there, and he said, "Y'all ain't gonna catch me." And I told him he was going to wash my race car when we were done if I passed him. So he owes me a wash job on this thing. But I got to thank Daniel. We tested a little bit yesterday, and the track temp wasn't quite the same, but it made us feel comfortable about our setup before the race. So that was, anytime you got confidence going into a race, you normally run better. So I thank Daniel for testing with me some yesterday, and then Team Connie for the awesome setup, and Pink Magic Tire Prep, you guys for broadcasting. And I've been telling you we need to go back to Auto Club on one of them bad tracks that's on the schedule, replace it with Auto Club. So keep that in mind if we ever have a spot where we need a good track to run on.
Congratulations on that as well. But I hate I missed that race. Auto Club is an awesome track. It always is a lot of fun. You guys are track. A cool and confident Jamie Knopf comes home second place tonight in the 48 machine. Again, congrats, Jamie, and enjoy it.
Thanks, sir.
All right, and we're going to move right along to our winner. If we can pull him in, the 01 of Nathan Biggert takes home the win tonight. 2 in a row. We didn't get to talk to you last week, but we're going to talk to you this week. Nice win there at the man. You waited to pit. I think that was the big call. You waited to pit a little bit later, got those fresh tires. But man, was there any? We were almost second guessing it too when we saw 4.5 seconds. It's like, I don't know if he can make up that much time. But it looked like it was a breeze out there.
Yeah, I mean, it takes a lot of discipline. I'll say that I raced 2 different races throughout the week last week to kind of prepare for this one, and this is the first time I was capable of saving my tires on that longer run and being patient, knowing I'm gonna catch them later on in the run. Earlier the week when I did it, I overdrove, burned the tires up, and they ended up driving away, or we just leveled out. But tonight I was able to hold my composure and stick to the game plan. Had some friends hanging out with me in Discord, talking to me through it. That I think that calmed me down and helped me, but definitely just save the tire. The reason I waited is just clean track. You don't want to be around faster cars that have already pitted or battling somebody. I like to have a nice clean entry to pit road so I can try to maximize, getting everything I can out of that. Because it's not an extreme amount, but you can gain on that pit road entry, and how you nail it and the exit. Those 2 laps that you're losing time on, you can actually gain on others. So it worked out tonight. Stayed to the strategy, and man, what a battle! What a great race, great track, awesome night.
Yeah, you guys, you were talking about the battling, man. We were watching that. It looked like it was a lot of fun out there. Everybody, Jamie and Daniel, both talking about how much fun it was to kind of race, to move around on the track, run the high side, low side, kind of have options and everything. Everybody seemed to have a lot of fun out there. But there's no better feeling, no more fun than taking home the trophy at the end of the night as well. Go ahead.
I was absolutely, because I think after the first run, the first stage, I pretty much noticed that these guys were doing great teamwork. Jamie and Daniel, and it was going to be tough to beat 2 cars working together. So on that that run before the pit stop, it was definitely my goal, and I worked my butt off just trying to get in between them. I knew if I could just get get Daniel off of Jamie's bumper, it would help us all out a lot, and just separate the two because they were making a lot of speed together. So it took me a long time. Finally was able to get that done, and it definitely did what I wanted it to do. Made it a little more racy up there because it was pretty much going to be a tall order to beat two cars working together out here when they're getting the draft, pushing each other down. The awesome teamwork by them. So definitely a feat was done by holding the two of them back, man. They were fast tonight. And yeah, just an awesome track with the 2 lanes. I was trying to hold the top because it seemed like if you could make the speed on the top, it was very tough to pass on the bottom. You could definitely do it. I mean, Jamie did it to me several times. One time I drove it into the wall just trying to stay on his quarter panel. And then the next time he actually cleared me the next lap, and I was able to do the crossover. But any track you can get where you're doing moves like that, just awesome racing. The drivers love it, the fans love it, and I'm ecstatic to come away with the win.
Yeah, absolutely. You were talking about working to try to pick them off one at a time. We were watching that too. It was tough sledding to try to get one and get between them and then work on the other one without the other one pushing them by. I understand. I mean, it was tough, but I tell you one thing I will notice from you, race after race, and I got to give you props, is your patience. You were pushing the 19 tonight. You were pushing some of the other guys at some of these other tracks. I think Pocono, you're pushing some of the guys down the straightaway. You're willing to take your time, to be patient, to help, to do whatever you need to do to save your tires and wait to the end when it really matters. And I think your patience really pays off. So kudos to you for that, man. I know you was trying to work with Richie there, trying to get you guys by. And again, congratulations. Big win tonight. 2 in a row, 5 on the season. Pretty huge there. And extending that points lead because the 77 did not have a good night. Just a big night. I'm going to hand the mic to you, though, and let you do your shout-outs, your sponsor plugs. It's all yours.
Yeah, first I want to just thank you for that. I definitely have been told a lot in the past, patience is a virtue, and I definitely have it. I'm very patient with pretty much everything in life and always willing to work with others. Definitely was trying to help with Richie, same deal, just trying to get him in between the two of them to split them up and help us get forward and trying to take the lead. Even if we could have got there, probably would have done the same thing him and Jamie and Daniel were doing. I probably would have just kept pushing Richie, and battle it out at the end. But either way, it was a great race. Just give a shout out to you for doing the broadcast, FTSR for putting everything on, doing all the work. I can't wait. I seen you updated the website, so everyone should check that out. Man, I haven't looked at it yet, but looking forward to checking out the new audio file bit about that. Just give a shout out to the sponsor of the race, Victory Fuel, Full Throttle, Victory Lane. All the fans watching, #1 fan, Mom, always watching. I love you. Oh, and shout out to Joe, Fuego Autosports, Fuego Paints. Beautiful car out here. Looks great in Victory Lane.
All right, there's your winner tonight. The 0-1 Nathan Biggert takes home win number 5 on the season, 2nd in a row after winning last week at the Brickyard. Takes home a win tonight at Auto Club Speedway. Again, a big points night for Nathan as well. As the 77 didn't have a good night. The 19 finished 4th, so he gained points on him as well. It's going to be tough to beat this guy going into the next couple weeks. We have 3 races remaining. Next week, it's the big one. It's Talladega, and we're looking forward to the race in there as well. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be a lot of fun. These guys had fun tonight. They're going to have fun again next week. Mondays at 9 p.m. Always check us out. We're always live. The Full Throttle Sim Racing Mach-1 Performance Cup Series presented by Victory Fuel. And that'll be about it, guys. I got to thank everybody watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank everybody in the league for putting on a great race. The drivers tonight putting on a good show. And your support and feedback is always helpful. It's like Nathan was talking about. Check out the website. A lot of fun stuff there as well. But that'll about do it for Brody Hanna. Wait, that's me. For me, and again, a shout out to Tony Solari, who was unable to make it tonight, sick. Hope he's feeling better. and his parents, his mom and dad, always watching the broadcast. Shout out to everybody that watched. Hope you had fun. I did. But we'll see you next week, Monday at 9 p.m. for Talladega here in the Full Throttle Mach-1 Performance Cup Series. I'm Brody. I'm out. I'll see you next time. FTSR for 10% off your order. Fuel again. Once again, you guys check out fuel, Victory Fuel at drinkvictory.com. Use code FTSR for 10% off your order.